Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Wednesday, May 4, 2022, 9 a.m. sharp, less than 30 minutes for the market to open and getting ready for a new day, new action, but it's Fed day. Fed day is always tricky, so we are all going to hear from the Fed members and also Mr. Powell speak, maybe giving some more clues on what the hell they are going to do next to fight inflation and what will be their roadmap going forward. So we are watching right now the futures. The futures were on the green higher this morning. We are seeing some fading from the highs and keeping price inside of a tight range. If you look here, it's inside action. We are still above yesterday lows and below yesterday highs, so no real edge here, and it's normal. It's normal when we are going into a big event, on a monetary policy event, with lots of question mark. What will be the path of the interest rates rising in the next couple of meetings? Not many doubts about this today meeting, but what will be the next meeting? What they'll be doing. Lots of talks about 25, 50, 75 basis points, so no one has a clue. Lots of talking. Maybe we will have a more clear view on the roadmap going forward. One thing is for sure, interest rates are going up in the next couple of Fed meetings, so the question is the size of that. So looking for the NASDAQ futures that we are seeing right now, still slightly on the green. The range is getting tight, so we had a big breakdown, last week, some consolidation here, but we are still below the 8-day moving average. So the bull case needs pretty much NASDAQ to go above the 8-day moving average, retest, resume back up, go above last Friday highs, and going all the way into the next level, 21-day moving average. Is that going to happen? Once again, my friends, I don't have a crystal ball. I cannot predict the future. I trade price, and I will wait to see what how the options activity are, where the flow is going, to try to give here an indicator, some kind of indication ahead of the statement at 2 p.m. what they are going to do. Other thing that I'll be looking is if NASDAQ goes and if they break down, making new lows for the day, if they roll over, retest, resume back down, I'll be looking here for a rollover, for a possible yesterday lows. Below that we have Monday lows as the possible next biggest support, and below that new lows for the year. So I'm staying pretty much no bias here, as I've been trading with really no bias. I can trade long or short, so I really don't care. I just need to look for clues on what will be the path going forward. So I'll be looking once again for the leaders. Apple yesterday, nice 2 days bounce, nice 2 day bounce after the Friday reversal sell, Monday reversal buy, but once again, not much, So if you look, the price didn't move much from last week, we gone up, we gone down, we got back up, we got back down, so really no big move here, and we are still below the 8-day moving average. So what I want to see, for example, Apple needs above 161 to try to go into the next level, 163. If extends 166, that's Friday highs for the bull case. For the bear case, bears needs to keep price below 160, and below 160 you have 155, and below that 153 as the next logical level. So that will be one of the indicators. The other one, it will be pretty much AMD. Why? AMD reported earnings last night. So I want to see, and is gapping up this morning, I want to see if bulls are able to hold above 97. Okay, 97 is my first level. Below that we have the 21-day moving average at 94.7, and below that 92. So if they sell the open right now, as you are seeing on level 2, it's above 97. If they sell the open, push below 97, stay below, go 94.7, and if they push lower to fill the gap at 92, that will be very bearish. It means that they are selling, not much confidence here, especially on AMD, semis, tech names, can feel some pressure here for downside doing the interest rates. Okay, tech it's sensitive to the rates, so yeah, that will be something that I'll be looking. But if they hold 97, or even if they fade, holds 94.7, goes back above 95, 97, and above 98, it has room to go all the way here. It has a gap to fill at $100, and there I'll be looking for a fade. So right now, basically in the middle of nowhere, 97.5 can go into 100, but can also go 94, 92 to fill the gap. So no real edge. It's one of the names that I'll be looking. AMD, semis with NVDA, also NVDA. Gapping a little bit at 199, gapping a little bit this morning. I want to see big wall at $200, $201. It's a big level. Bulls needs above that to try to retest 210. The breakdown from last week, it was at 210. It's also 21-day moving average at 211. So if they push above to $201, looking for 210 is a possible level. Okay, not out of the equation. Why? Once a support is broken, it becomes a resistance. So yeah, we can go and retest here, and that should be a level to fade. Is that going to happen? Once again, no clue. Waiting for the market to open. If it roll over below 190, 199, I'll be looking 196. Below that can get ugly. Yesterday lows 191 will be the next support, and below that below 190 for sure if it roll over. I'll be also looking for Boeing. Boeing yesterday, nice relative strength, and it gave some nice cash flow yesterday. For the upside with some calls after the fading from the earnings, very oversold, 1, 2, 3, 4 days down. On day 5, reverse up, clearing the oversold conditions, 153 this morning. It's getting near here, a big level, 155, 158. It's a big level. Bulls need above that to try to go up. Bears need to keep price here below 158 and roll over 150. And we have these week lows, and also this year lows 143 as the possible next support. I'll be also looking for Baba is gapping down this morning below 99. It's right now at 97. They stalled yesterday. Okay, they stalled yesterday, printed lower highs. From lower highs, usually we have lower lows. So right now the stock at 97, I want to see it as 96.6, 95 as the support. Very bearish below 95, it roll over to fill the gap at $90.98. Okay, so something to keep on watch going forward. Other name that I'll be looking is Facebook. Facebook has been giving very nice cash flow. Yesterday they were able to push higher, but getting tired here above to 11, 214. Bulls need above 215 to try to go into the next level, 220. But this is a big level, okay? If extends 220, it will be a big level to consider for a possible fade. Otherwise, it's right now 211. If they push below 210, okay, I'll be looking yesterday lows 208. We have 2047, the 8-day moving average. We have the 2017 as the next biggest level, and very bearish if it roll over below $200. Very bearish here for a rollover into 181. So something to keep on watch. IWM, it will be a focus after making new lows for the year on Monday. Nice oversold bounce, 189 this morning, once again, since we break down, we are below the 8 and 21 day moving average, so we cannot get much bullish while we are below, also not bearish while we are on a bounce. What I want to see, bulls needs above 190. 190 it will be my breakout point. Above 190 it can go all the way into 194, okay, and that can make some sense here for a retest on the last week breakdown. Can happen, but if they not able to push above 190, what we have yesterday lows 185, below that 184, and this year lows 182 as the possible next logical level. Financials are also very sensitive to the Fed. Yesterday, nice 2 days bounce. What I want to see, if the financials push above and the JP Morgan pushes above 124, we have room to go 125, 127, the last level for a fade. Nice 2 days bounce. I want to see if the Fed is keeping bull case here on the financials going into the next level. Otherwise, if they stall here, not able to push above 124, it can roll over once again. We have yesterday lows 127, 120 and 70 cents, and below that we have these year lows 118 as the possible next level. Microsoft, exactly the same thing. Yesterday printed an inside day. Okay, what's an inside day? It's pretty much when you are below previous days lows and above previous days below previous days highs and above previous days lows. So inside action here. What I want to see right now, 281. Bulls need to hold above 280 in my opinion. Okay, that's for the bull case. I want to see if they are able to push here higher above 285. Above 285, it can go back into 290. 290 is a big level. See that they sold it in the past. Okay, 290 is a big level for a possible fade. That's for the bull case. But if they roll over below 280, it will put some pressure below yesterday lows, okay, some pressure for the downside, and we have 277, 276 as the possible next support, okay. Also looking for clues on the sentiment. Netflix, pretty much the same, very tight range here between 204 and 195, okay. I want to see bulls needs above 205 to try to 10, bears needs below 195 to try go back into 185, this year low, so keeping also on watch on a very, very tight range. The cubes, of course, very sensitive to the Fed. Gave a nice oversold bounce, okay, nice oversold bounce here after getting extended on Monday, oversold bounce, but the bounce stalled very near the 8-day moving average, 322, it was the level, it hit yesterday 321, so stalled there. Bulls needs above 323 to try to go back into 330, that's the level. Otherwise, that's what I'll be looking. If they push NASDAQ from red to green, I'll be looking 316 is my level. If they break down below 316, yesterday lows, you watch for a rollover, you have 310, okay, as the next level, 310, 309 as the possible next level here for the downside, okay, so something to keep on watch. Also seeing some selling pressure here on the pre-market. Looking for the spice. What I'll be looking, exactly the same thing. Gave an oversold bounce here from Monday. I'm dealing with this as an oversold bounce for now. Bulls needs above 422 to try to go into 429, 430. That's the next level. Otherwise here and right now at 417, if they push price below 415, okay, what I'll be looking, yesterday lows 413, and below that watch out 410, 405 for a rollover continuation in the next couple of sessions. Tesla, pretty much the same, okay. Gave a nice oversold bounce. They found some buyers at 815 on Monday. Nice 2 days bounce to clear the oversold conditions, but still below the 8-day moving average. So bulls needs above 934 to try to go into 950, and even if they extend, okay, it can bounce all the way into 975. That was the level from the breakdown last week, but don't forget that this candle here makes some damage, okay. So yeah, the stock is broken, it's below the 8 and 21 day moving average, so $900 is my line in the sand. If they break down below $900, what I'll be looking, okay, $900, that's the line in the sand. If they push it down, you watch yesterday lows 888, and below that you have 850, okay, 850 this week lows, 848 this week lows as the possible next support. Don't forget last week lows 821 can also be a focus. So right now the futures faded a bit from the highs, still on the green. Okay, let's go back into NASDAQ. Faded a little bit from the highs of the session, but still above these morning lows. Okay, so tight range here, waiting for the Fed, waiting for a signal for the market to open to see what they are going to do next. Right now, bears still in control while they are below the 8-day moving average. Need to push NASDAQ from green to red, go below yesterday lows and try to break down below Monday lows. Okay, that's for the bear case. But if bulls, and I always like to have a if then else plan, okay? If they push it above these morning lows, if they squeeze it, you have the 8-day moving average, and if for some miracle it goes, okay, for a squeeze higher, because anything is possible on this market, I've seen it all. So it can go all the way into Friday highs, as we have the 21-day moving average there, and even if extends, okay, it has the next level for a fade. Okay, what I want you to be prepared is for any outcomes. Okay, no one really knows what Mr. Powell is going to say, and most important of all, no one really knows how the market will react to what Mr. Powell is going to say, okay? No one can really predict that. Let's look for clues on the options activity, also on price action. If they sell, for example, AMD, if they sell, fill the gap, that is very bearish, okay? So you look for a green to red move on some of the tech names, and that's pretty much it. But if they hold the gap and push higher, it means that they are going to try to trigger a short squeeze. And yeah, we have room either for downside, okay, room for downside, but yeah, we still have room for upside. So we are pretty much right now, if you see, right into the middle of the range. So this is your lowest support, this is your bigger resistance right now. Mean reversion, okay, goes down, goes up, goes back down, goes back into the mean, in the middle of the range. No edge here. Bulls need above the 8-day moving average to try the next level. Bears needs to go from green to red and go back into the lower support of the range. Okay, so I'm staying open-minded. I'm going to reduce my risk. Today is I may look for more an observation day instead of playing heavily. Okay, I may try to scalp something depending on the options activity that I see and the price action. But be very careful. I'll be all cash into the Fed statement at 2 p.m. Also, Mr. Powell at 2:30. I'll be looking closely, but not risking much. So be very careful. Let the dust settle, and maybe tomorrow we will have a more clear view after digesting the news from today, what we are going to have next. Okay, so right now cash protection this week, it has been tricky with lots of inside action, slow choppy action, not easy, with options that's pretty much terrible. So be very careful with that. And